So what I've done is I've again prepared one in advance. So this is what you start off with. And once you've cut it out, you end up with that shape there. And what I wanted to point out here is, I'll point it out on the lighter section. This is obviously made to look like wood, and it's really very realistic. But here in the corner, do you see the little dotted lines that I've got there? And then I've got a diagonal line and some more little dotted lines and a straight line there. All the straight lines, all the black straight lines everywhere, they will all need to be scored. And the dotted lines all need to be cut. So let me just go ahead and cut this last one. I've actually prepared all the other ones in advance, so I don't, waste a lot of time showing you me cutting stuff out. There we go. So as you can see here, I've already scored all of these. I've cut these two sections there, and that leaves this little triangle here. And all I need to do now is that one that I've just cut out, I need to score it. So I'll just do that quickly. Now what I've actually done is I've designed this so that when you lay it on a Martha Stewart board, if you happen to have one of those scoreboards, which are amazing, you can just actually find a groove and go across, and then the next one's already lined up. You don't have to be moving it up and down. You just go down and just score across each line. And then for the little glue tabs, you just have to turn it, match it up with one little groove, and just score across. And then all I do for these diagonal ones is I put it diagonally on my scoreboard and I match it up with a score line, and then I just go across, skip, across, so I can do two at a time. And that's pretty much it. Once I've got it all scored, I then go ahead and I fold it all to the inside. Everything I've scored I fold to the inside, with the exception of these little glue tabs. They get folded outwards like this, and I'll tell you again why in a minute. So everything else though, these little corner ones, these ones, they all get folded inwards, and we need to do this before we fold the box to get really nice edges and to get it to sit right. So just bear with me while I quickly fold these all. That gets folded, fold, 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 and the little triangles fold, glue tab fold up, fold that one, again fold, fold, fold. So as you can see, once you get the hang of it, it actually really doesn't take very long at all. It's quite simple. Okay, so then you'll end up with something that looks like this, all folded up. That's the bottom of the box, and this will be the top once we finish folding it in. Now, the last thing that we're going to have to do before we fold it is we need some double-sided tape. And you put it on the top part where it says glue. And all we need are those 4 little glue tabs, and that's going to hold the whole box together. And that suits me fine, because I really don't like messing around too much with glue and stuff. So I'm always very happy when it takes little or no glue to actually put it together. There we go. Third one. And the fourth one. Okay, now here comes the tricky part of building this box. I'm going to show you one that I've already partially done, as you can see here. And what we do is we fold this end bit in, fold that up, fold this little triangle in, and that creates the mitered corner, as you can see there. And this little tag here gets tucked underneath that one. Now, the way I do this is I take the glue tab, the little sticky part off first to expose the glue, and I pop this in like that, and then I lift the bottom one tuck it in and angle it up. So what I'm doing is behind here with my finger, I'm pulling that little tab up to glue it along the inside of this here. And that's going to hold my corners in place. And then you do the same thing again with each and every corner. So I'll show you again in a minute, because this is the tricky part of the box. I'm going to show you how to start right from the beginning and go ahead and do it. There we go. And that's that corner. So there you go. And what I usually do is, because these little white bits show, because that's the other side of the cardstock, you can do one of two things. You can either print this on both sides so that the wood look is on the inside as well, or you can just get yourself a brown texture, and that's usually all I do, and I just touch it to the corners there, because that's usually just the top edge of the card that's showing. Oh, I gobbed that one on a little bit. But and this is a very thick texture anyway. And then I go along these edges here, and this one's a much darker texture as well than what the actual colour is that I've got here, but I ran out of my other brown pen, so I don't really have anything else to do it with at the moment. But you generally get the idea. So I'm just running that down the white edges to cover up any sort of white bits. Some of these white bits are going to be hidden once you put the little insert in anyway, so you just pop the little insert in like that. You can see that it's all good. There we go. And that's the little chocolate box. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoy making these as much as I do. Thanks, bye.